Hello everyone. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our first unit of the book and first unit of the semester. It will be Smart Choice number 1. There is a look at the book. Hopefully you have purchased that book so that you can reference it and use it to study. But this is going to be the book that we'll use. We will take a look at the first unit, which is pretty easy, pretty simple, pretty basic. So I apologize if you get bored, but please try to pay attention and I will try to teach you something. So I'm going to move over to my PPT file. I will go from PPT to the book, back and forth, back and forth. So this is week 2, unit number 1. We are going to be studying basic introductions and the verb be. So very simple stuff, kind of easy stuff. Again, hopefully it's just a review for you and you can learn some new information from this. So quick questions that we commonly ask when we're talking about basic introductions, having basic conversation, which is very common in everyday life, are things like, how was your weekend? Especially if you see your friend or classmate on Monday or Tuesday or even Wednesday, you want to ask about their weekend. How was your weekend? What did you do? Now, the common answer for many students is nothing special, took a rest. But 싫어요. I don't like that answer. Try to come with some information, some activities about what you did. For example, I went to the park with my girlfriend. We rode bicycles. It was fun. This is 과거, right? We're focusing on past tense situations here. We ate pizza and drank beer, 과거, right? So focusing on past tense because it's about your weekend was 과거, in the past. I watched a movie with my girlfriend, so 과거. So the purpose of this quick conversation is that we will use this style in class in person. Obviously, online class, we will not use this style, but I want you to think like this. I want you to think about your questions and what kind of questions you are going to ask people. So just think about that stuff. Let's go to the next slide. This is going to be about your weekly homework discussion workbook. I posted that to your class. Hopefully you have downloaded that file and you have the discussion workbook. We will be working in unit 1. You are to answer 5 questions. Should be a minimum of 3 lines each. A minimum of 3 lines each. Please try your best to do more than 3 lines and include some information. And then you will do your video recording file. There'll be 2 parts to this. Part 1, you are going to answer a question from the book. So you can choose one of these questions, and then you will answer that question. Video recording yourself, and then you will ask a new question. So maybe another student, another classmate can answer that question, right? So it's kind of like a conversation, even though it's not a conversation because we are not in class, but I want you to practice answer question, answer question. That's the style, that's the form that I would like you to practice. All right, attendance quiz. Now, because we are not meeting in class, we will be doing an attendance quiz. I will post this quiz on UClass, so you can take that quiz. It will be very easy. I just want you to finish the quiz after you watch all of the videos. After you watch all of the videos. Now on UClass, I can monitor your activity. I can see how much time you spent on UClass, so I know which students are watching the videos and which are not. So please try to watch all the videos. And because it is hard to regulate online, you will need to complete the quiz, and the quiz will ask questions related to the content in the videos that I post. So you must get a 50% score or above to get an attendance point. They will be easy questions, not very difficult. I just want to make sure that you are watching the videos and you are comprehending the material, understanding the basics of the material, and that will be your attendance quiz. So each week you will need to do the quiz to get your attendance, basically to show that you have participated in the class. All right, so Unit 1 in our Smart Choice books, let's go ahead and open up to Unit 1 in the Smart Choice books. And I'm going to exit out of here, go into the book with you. So there's some basic content. Unit 1, it lays out the different units for each week that we will be studying, 10 of those units, and some useful classroom information or classroom language here. These are common questions that you can use in the class or just in your life. Very basic one, very useful, is how do you say dang dang in English, right? How do you say gook in English? All right, so you could say soup, right? How do you spell soup? Spelling, right? So the letters S-O-U-P. How do you say this word, right? If you point to an image, you can point to the teacher. Teacher, how do you say this word? And what does luggage mean? You're asking for the meaning. So what does dang dang mean, right? How do you say this word? How do you spell? How do you say dang dang in English? Very important one. Excuse me, can you repeat that, please, right? So it's going to be very common that maybe you don't understand something. So you can say, excuse me, can you repeat that, please? Maybe one more time. Or very common, sorry, I don't understand. That's very, very useful and very normal, very polite. You can use that anytime when you're speaking to a foreigner. Another very good one, often one that I use, is I'm sorry, can you speak more slowly, please? Can you speak more slowly, please? 천천히 말해 주세요. Right? Speak more slowly, please. Very useful to use that in your everyday conversations in class or with foreigners. And again, up here we'll go to the PPT file. You can see another version, right? Useful language. How do you say momo in English? What do you call momo in English? Right? Everybody knows to use these. I really recommend it. Excuse me, can you repeat that, please? So let's take a look at an example here. This example, sizzle. Anybody know this word? Sizzle. You definitely know this word. Maybe you've just never used it before. So what is the sound when you are cooking your samgyeopsal? That sound, sizzle. So that is that word, right? Sizzle. That sound of cooking gogi, that is the sizzle sound. So you can get an example here. How do you say this word? Pronunciation, sizzle. What does sizzle mean, right? The meaning, it is the sound of meat cooking. So just an example of how you can use those references to ask questions. All right, so the verb that we're focusing on today is the be verb. Very common verb. I think most people know. That's going to be the conjugated or changed to am, are, is, are. So please notice this pattern. This is a pattern that is true for all verbs in English. He, she, it always changes in the same way, right? He, she, it becomes is in the present tense. 현재, right? So I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, they are, we are. And basic sentence structure, we're going to take a look at this. So Korean, you guys start with the subject, object, verb, right? So subject, 나는, I, object, 선생님, and verb, 이에요 or 있다, right? I am a teacher. In English, we change that around. Subject is number 1, verb is number 2, and the object is number 3. So remember that: subject, verb, object. Subject, verb, object. I am a teacher. All right, so that is how we will form our sentences. Please pay attention to that structure when you are speaking. Examples: I am a teacher. I am from America. You are a student. He is a basketball player. She is a good singer. It is a beautiful day, talking about the weather. They are classmates. We are freshman students. What is freshman? Freshman is first year in university or first year in high school. You can say we are freshmen. So most of you are freshmen. So you can use that. All right, so we're going to stop right there for this video. This will be the end of the video, and then we will go into the book. So please move to the next video, which will be the book video. All right, see you later.